Hey YouTube, it's Sean, Griffin RC Planes. So, as you can see, I have several battery chargers for RC airplanes, dating way back to probably late 70s to definitely in the 80s to I got a year ago, and I think this is garbage, to this $10 China special that I think is awesome, to this Dynamite charger that I spent a lot of money on when it first came out, and it was about 4 feet underwater one time, and it works great. And the Spectrum smart battery charger that I use every time I go flying, and it does a fantastic job and charges 2 at a time pretty quick. I want to talk about this Dynamite charger. So this Dynamite Passport Ultra, it's called. Yes, it was underwater by several feet for quite a while in the trunk of my friend's car that was inside of a shop. And we had, I don't know, it was 5 or 6 inches of rain that fell in like an afternoon. And the street sewer system, the drain runoff for stormwater couldn't keep up, and our building was kind of in a low area, and it was bad. It was bad. You know, I got toolboxes that stand 6, 7, 8 feet tall, and they were over half was underwater, and so was the trunk and an RC car, and this charger was in there. Anyways, it works. The screen is a little, I don't know, I got to use a little stick to press it. With your finger, you got to press real hard. Other than that, it works great. So, 2 things. Right here, it says temperature sensor. And I always wondered, what went in there? So, I found a temperature sensor. I think I got this at Motion RC, and it has a Futaba style servo plug on it. You can tell it's the Futaba style because it has a little ear sticking out right there. But since then, I've learned that any kind of a temp sensor with 3 plugs like that will work. That's not the main point of this video. Next to the temperature sensor is right here, and it says Prog and USB. And I recognize that as the cell phone charger before the micro USB. And all these years I've just been looking at it and looking at it and looking at it, and now that I've gotten to learn about all the programming for the Spectrum products, I said, that's got to be programmable. So using another charger, I had programmed, upgraded the firmware to get that particular charger to do the newer Lipo high voltage batteries. Then I saw a commercial for Dynamite chargers, and it said Lipo high voltage. So I did some digging around, and I ended up going to various websites, etc. I ended up at the Spectrum website looking for discontinued products. I found this charger. I found where to download the drivers and everything you need to update this charger to do everything the new charger does for the Lipo high voltage batteries. And I don't have high voltage batteries, but this is our little secret. If you got a Lipo battery that won't charge up to 4.20, if you change the settings and watch it very carefully with a fire extinguisher in hand, you can bring your batteries back to where you want them. Anyways, the point is, if you want to upgrade the firmware in here so that it can do a little bit more than it currently has, I'll give you a quick rundown on my home computer. where I found all this and what the little program looks like and stuff. Okay, you are going to need a USB to that style USB plug. Now, there's two types of these plugs. One is to charge a phone or a tablet, and another one is to charge a phone or a tablet, but it also can transfer data. So you need to have the one that can transfer data. How can you tell? You're going to have to, the only way I can tell you how you're going to tell is either one, you buy it and it says, you know, it does data, or number two is the way I found out which one of my cables had data was when I plugged this into the side of my home computer, and then I plugged this into the charger. Nothing happened to the charger until I had one of these cables that was able to carry data. Then immediately the screen on the charger lit up. And that could also work if you still have a phone that takes this plug, or a tablet. You know, if it doesn't carry data, it'll just charge your phone. If it does, then your computer will recognize the phone, and it might say, you know, what do you want to do with this whatever Samsung phone or something. So that's the only way I know how. There's probably another way with a symbol or something like that, but I don't know the answer to that. So I found my old charger on Tower Hobby's website. I had to look in discontinued items, and then I was scrolling down into reading about it, and you can see right here it says, note, firmware upgrade download needed in order to charge high voltage Lipo batteries. Well, I looked all over throughout Tower Hobbies and I couldn't find a link to download whatever I needed to upgrade the firmware. So I ended up going to Spectrum, and it's quite the challenge to find it, but you can. And I found it, and it led to this. These are the instructions on how to, you know, download and open and update, or to do everything. And we'll just briefly run through these real quick. It says, well, of course, what Windows driver you will need, and the firmware, and step 1. And I had to follow the directions to a T on what time or when you turn it on and stuff. You know, plug it in, then turn it on. You had to do everything in the exact way, and this is what the program looks like. It's basic. After you download and set up and unzip and all that stuff, this is what you end up with. Not much at all. And once you plug your USB cable into your charger, then things open up and you can see stuff in these boxes here. But anyways, now it is Lipo. Oopsie. Now it's Lipo high voltage capable. Well, we just learned something every day. I don't know. I got my dog down here. I don't know how long I looked at that thing, always wondering what that plug was, and now we know. Well, hey guys, that's all for now. If you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please do. It helps out the YouTube algorithm. It lets the big YouTube computer know that you guys like what I'm putting out, and then it flashes my videos in front of other people, and then in turn new people get to discover what I have to offer, and then they may subscribe, and then that makes the subscription go up, and when that goes up, it just makes me want to do this. So everybody's happy. Alright guys, hey, until next time, there it is. You'll see me here.